Welcome back to Han Took Shots First. I'm Derek.
I'm Jack.
And we're here this week to talk about The Mandalorian, Chapter 19, The Convert.
It's like The Mandalorian's the bread in this sandwich.
Well, I have some fun facts about that. Well,
piece of
trivia.
Is it because it was supposed to be the Rangers of the New Republic?
It sounds
show?
like that's what it was, because the thing I read said that it was adapted from a subplot for a, quote, canceled show.
Okay,
So
I've never
I'm
had
assuming...
confirmation, but that's just always how it felt to me. It was like, this is a plot that was supposed to be tackled in Rangers of the New Republic, but somebody can't stay off the keyboard.
Yeah. It was a cool story, so they decided, like, hey, fuck it, let's go with it.
It also has a lot to do with somehow the Emperor returned. Like, they're trying to kind of explain that. They're also laying the groundwork for what Snoke is.
Okay. Well, we also need... There was a piece in there where it sounded like the Snoke music, but I haven't seen any of those sequels in so long.
Well, because we find out he's a Strandcast.
Yeah, but I think it was when Pershing maybe was giving his speech or something. There was something that played, and it kind of reminded me of something from Last Jedi. So it was probably Snoke
dark
music.
side. Yeah, that would make perfect fucking sense. I mean, we know that Star Wars likes doing that.
Yeah.
Did you see this thing recently? This is way off topic, but it's also Star Wars. So when Khmer, in Acolyte, when Khmer at one point like is revealed, there is the Kylo Ren music kind of in the background. I think it's now been confirmed in comics. Fans thought like, well, maybe he has the origins of Knights of Ren, and it's almost exactly what they ended up doing.
Oh, okay. That sounds familiar. Maybe you said something. Maybe we just...
I say a lot of things.
Maybe you just mentioned that music when we were doing Acolyte, and I don't remember.
I don't think I did mention it, but it's just something that's been floating around anyway on the fan boards, and it turns out to be true.
Well, cool. We'll get it in Acolyte Season 2.
I'll buy that comic, I guess.
But yes, this one aired originally March 15th, 2023, and has a real director, not just a Disney guy.
Nice. Who we got?
Lee Isaac Chung is his name. He's hasn't made a lot of things, but he did make Oscar-nominated movie Minari. I think it was in the 2021 Oscars. But he also made the most recent Twisters. Which is probably why you might recognize the name.
I didn't, because I've never seen that movie.
No, but you've seen the internet.
I have looked at the internet. I took a gander at the internet and said, thank you, no.
It's fine. He also directed episode 7 of Skeleton Crew, so maybe we'd mentioned it back then, too.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to be in so much trouble was the name. And then written by
so much trouble.
Jon Favreau and Noah Clure, who's like now on the credits on the screen. And you know what? Everybody wants to say that this is Dave Filoni's fault or that's Kathleen Kennedy's fault. Well, you know what? Book of Boba Fett and this all have this Noah Clure guy in there. Nobody's pointing fingers at this motherfucker.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down, and it's funny to see people just so falsely celebrate. I'm not saying like she should be worshipped or anything like that. It's just people are like, oh, Disney saved. You think it was just one person? Like, even if she was making bad choices for Star Wars, which I'm not going to get into that, it's not just one person. Star Wars is not going to just turn around. It's still Disney owned.
Yeah, it's just like Marvel. It's all done by committee.
Yeah. So that's ridiculous.
Also, she didn't leave Disney, right? She just stepped down from Lucasfilm. So
she's still in Disney. Yeah.
So she's still in charge.
She just wants to have somebody else get yelled at.
Yeah, now they're going to put Dave Filoni in charge, and everybody's going to complain about that.
It's Dave Filoni and a girl who I can't remember the name of. I apologize. But they basically gave two people Kathleen Kennedy's job.
So, I mean, it sounds like they're doing the...
Now there are two of them?
It sounds like they're doing the James Gunn and Peter Safran or whatever his name is thing, where it's like we've got the creative and the producer person in charge.
That makes perfect sense.
Because that's what's going on over there, so...
Yeah.
And I mean, so far they've had one movie and it was apparently an abject failure, even though it made hundreds of millions of dollars. So,
yeah.
The internet told me that it failed because marketing budget.
Something wokeness.
But yes, did I say when this aired? March 15th, 2023.
Yes, okay. You did.
The first note I have is, yay, Werner Herzog, because he's in the previously on.
This is what happened earlier in this series. I'm surprised you didn't remember me.
They're
I'm
like,
quite haunting.
We'll just bring him in for the gravitas. Do you think he gets a paycheck?
I hope so.
He just was sitting there one day and he gets a paycheck for like $11 from Disney, and he's like, what the fuck is this?
I want you to donate all of my money to the Mongolian Throat Singing Academy. It's a noble cause.
$11 will not build a new monastery for the children or something. Whatever noble thing he's doing.
He's just an odd duck that does really fucking awesome noble things.
So we're starting right where the last one left off in the living waters of Mandalore, with bo-katan just staring out at the water going, that couldn't have been a mythosaur, right?
I didn't see what I think I saw. I didn't mythosee it.
What the fuck did I mythosaur?
What was in that soup?
So Amando's, I'm redeemed, and she's like, yeah, nope, I saw it. You're good. Can we go now?
Yeah.
Also, they confirmed what you said. He didn't get pulled down. He's like, I didn't realize it was so deep. She's like, yeah, it didn't used to be.
Something happened. That mythosaur's getting all fucking cozy now. He's like, all right, those idiots quit banging on their anvils all day. Can finally move in.
Well, she said there was probably seismic activity from the, bombings and whatnot.
Oh, sure. Also, mythosaurs are supposed to be enormous.
So I imagine this thing went down X amount of distance, but then underneath the crust there was another level of more water, and that's probably where the mythosaur has been.
Mm-hmm.
And now that the ground is cracked, it can come out. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, but what was it eating?
It might be hibernating. Like, we don't know the anatomy of this space fictional creature, obviously. But, I mean, I think they were, if I remember correctly, they were hunted to what they thought was extinction. So this guy's like, cool, dude, I'm chilling until I'll wipe each other out. I've seen how Mandalorians handle each other.
Maybe it's like the legendary Monsterverse, and it's actually Hollow Mandalore. And he's in the inside with a bunch of creatures who walk upside down or something.
Oh, great. There's some fucking Mandalorian version of King Kong. Terrifying.
Yeah, dude, that would be fucking awesome. Just King Kong, but instead of his power glove, he's got like a Mandalorian helmet.
He's got a little jetpack. That's just what we needed. Just what
King
we
Kong
needed.
With a jetpack. It shoots pink flames, so it's cool.
That would be cool.
But yeah, she's like, do you see anything down there? And he's like, yeah, man, lots of water. She's like,
yeah, right. I saw my death. That was cool.
Yeah, no, I had like these weird flashes. It was like I was in a basement, and then a robot came to get me, and a guy saved me. We saw all this in the first season.
This doesn't use flashbacks. This uses like the trauma, like PTSD. It's like always like when there's something banging on a fucking anvil or somebody's falling through a chasm. They're like, all right, remember your childhood.
Wasn't Mando having his flashbacks to when she was?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like it's a storytelling part.
Yeah, because Grogu in the next one does that. So maybe it's something. Maybe it's not just a convenient thing, like because it's bashing on the thing. Maybe it's something about like the special holiness of the Mandalorian Forge and the Beskar and something. And
I mean, that would make sense. Because she's talking to Grogu. Well, we'll get to that next episode. But you could be right.
The living waters is involved and all that. So
yeah, you might be onto something there.
But on their way out, they get attacked by a bunch of TIE interceptors. And she's like, dude, sorry, I pissed a lot of people off.
So proud of you. You didn't even say TIE fighter. Look at this. Guys, my baby boy's all grossed up.
I listened to the machine that was talking when I was watching it.
Okay. Weird way to say that. Interesting. You got a droid over there? Gonk.
Yeah, it's a 82-inch Samsung droid.
It's a big-ass droid.
But so I do like those. She's just like, I don't know, I pissed a lot of people off, dude. And he's like, well, if you steal their shit, that's going to happen.
Hey, well, thanks for telling me. I didn't know there were going to be repercussions to my actions.
So like they zip off to
Kathmandu.
Yeah, Kala Kavala, whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna transfer to the N1, and it's just fucking great because it's just jump out of this fucking moving jet.
We talked about this thing is built for dropping Mandalorians.
Yeah, but it's a cool shot because he just like launches out of this thing, and then you've just got Mando free falling, and all these ships just flying around him, and he's kind of like trying to dodge them, and It was exciting.
It's very exciting. I mean, he almost gets clipped by one of these ties.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or a couple of them. Like, ooh, that's not going to feel good.
So he gets down to his ship and takes off, and he does the Top Gun / Iron Man maneuver where he flies straight up.
Puts on the air brakes.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't let the engine stall out. It's not Top Gun. He actually stalls it out and then just kind of turns around and takes one of these dudes out. And it's a really cool fucking dogfight going on.
Didn't he do that maneuver in the Razor Crest? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think so, because I said the Iron Man thing, and you were like, the Top Gun thing. Now, yeah. But it's a cool like dogfight going on. Mando comes in on her 6, and all those people are getting shot down. But I love Bo-Katan's move to finish it.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of Firefly.
Left. Dude, it's so fucking cool. Like the one of the little sword wings just comes up. She kills the engines, pops up the wing, and like just flips a 180 and blows this dude out of the sky.
And then it didn't, because her engines are stalled out on purpose. She starts to free fall, and you see, is it R5?
Yeah.
Start to like lift up and kind of float, and then she kicks on at the last second and just.
It's Skippy the droid.
Skippy the droid.
I don't think that's canon anymore, but
no,
it might never have been canon. It might have just been a book some guy wrote.
Did you say you put it in a notebook? That counts. Canon.
There's an alarm on the scope. There's more stuff coming in. It's TIE bombers. They come in and just fucking obliterate this castle.
Dude, I mean, just how do you not have a planetary defense?
Well, I mean, they might have at some point, but this has been, I mean, it's basically been her living there for a while.
Still, that's why it's even more important to have planetary defense.
Maybe she doesn't know how to maintain it.
She's got droids, dude. You got droid money, honey.
She kept avoiding the calls that were like, your warranty is about to expire on your planetary defense.
She's like, what the fuck ever.
She's like, I'm not falling for this again. My grandpa gave a bunch of money to a Nabooan prince.
I was just going to say, dude, this Nubian prince is on the, let me guess. There's a Nubian prince that just needs my money to get the throne back, even though they're elected queens and kings over there, which I still don't understand that political system. Electing a 14-year-old queen doesn't make sense.
Yeah, why not?
Why?
I feel like if we elected a 14-year-old queen, things might be going better. Can't be going worse.
They wouldn't be going worse. They wouldn't. So that's cool.
Ooh, now I'm thinking like a 14-year-old queen, like not like a young girl, but like a really flamboyantly gay kid.
Oh, yeah, like a 14 RuPaul?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, slay. I'd be all over it.
Maybe don't yell slay queen, because that's where we already are. So.
We are sadly slaying queens.
But yeah, they bomb out her castle. She starts chasing them. And then just like fucking 25, 30 more TIE interceptors come in. And these are all interceptors, right? So they're tougher than the TIE fighters. I think they even said something, or maybe he said they were faster or whatever in the initial pursuit.
Yeah, Thrawn was pushing for, he knew the TIE fighters were outclassed. So, I mean, they were cheap. They were just, you could fucking mass produce them. It's that the Tarkin doctrine, but Thrawn knew. He's like, we need prototypes, we need interceptors, we need variants.
I could be wrong. I didn't write it down because the trivia was mostly useless, but I think it did say something about like this is chronologically like the first time we've seen TIE interceptors since or maybe in any live action since the original trilogy, obviously, because Vader had his.
Yeah, definitely live action, because I think we get a good look at Senyard fleets in Rebels, Clone Wars, maybe both. We'll have to get there. I can't wait.
We're getting there. We're getting there faster than we aren't.
Yeah. Yes. Well said.
But yeah, she does comment. There's a lot of ships for an Imperial warlord, and then they zip out of there and jump somewhere where they won't be able to find them. And we'll get back to them at the end of the episode.
Because they're the bread of this sandwich, which the middle of this sandwich is pretty boring.
Is it? I really like this.
Did you? Maybe it's because it's like my third time watching it. Not recently, but like it's just like, I get it. Move on. Like, because I know the finger quote twist.
Yeah, I mean, this is my second time because I watched it when it was on the air, and that was the first time it came out.
I kept thinking it was like Operation Paperclip the first couple of times I watched it. but it's not.
I mean, it kind of is if Operation Paperclip was what the name suggests, which is we're going to take these high-level Nazi scientists and then just make them do paperwork.
And mothball them. Because that's the thing. He's like, I have all kinds of knowledge. They're like, fuck off. If this was really Operation Paperclip, they're like, hell yeah. We're not trying to get to the moon. We're trying to become a moon.
That's no moon. It's a cuddly station.
We got all the technology from the Empire, but we're going to make it just a little bit cooler and cuter.
I mean, it's literally what they do at the end of this, right? They have the mind flare, but they're like, well, we made it white and put some light blue on the visor.
Yeah, don't bother like regulating it where it can't be turned up. They're like, nah, it's fine.
Well, you know, they might need to torture someone.
Well, this one goes to 11.
It does, unfortunately, for Dr. Pershing. So we go to post-war Coruscant, which I think would be the first time we've seen Coruscant after the Clone Wars and stuff, like the prequels.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we see it in Andor, but that's after the Clone Wars, but that's before the Rebellion. So maybe that's what I'm thinking. It would be the first time we've seen it after the Empire.
Mm-hmm. I love showing these people, because we've talked about it before. These people are just like, can you believe I was almost drafted? That was the Empire. Oh, Empire, Rebellion, New Republic. Who could care? I try and keep my mouth shut. Like, they're just like, dude, don't. And this is kind of indicative of our modern day right now, our own parallel in life. It's like, my life isn't changing.
Well, it's like we talked about in Andor. There's the people who are just like at Genevieve O'Reilly, Mon Mothma's parties, and they're like, well, I don't really care. I mean, the Empire is making us money, because like nothing changes for them. They're all rich. Everything's the same for them either way.
Who was trying to draft this guy, by the way? He is just like fucking Rich Wiener number one. He's like, can you believe they tried to draft me?
Oh, well, it's like how George W. Bush or Donald Trump were drafted.
No, he's a draft dodger.
He went to Space Canada.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. What he said was, I was almost drafted. What he didn't say was, I was drafted and I ran away.
They drafted me. I almost had to go.
But yeah, we do have Dr. Pershing back, played by Omid Abtahi.
Space Canada. Which one would Space Canada be? I'm thinking. Go on.
And we have Elia Kane.
Bespin.
We finally get her name, played by
Cloud
Katie
City.
O'Brien.
Katie O'Brien. Have we had her on the main feed?
I feel like we did. Maybe not. Maybe we just. We've talked about her quite a few times on here.
We definitely know that your wife loves her, because she is quite a pretty woman.
Let's see what the old.
I thought that she had
kind of, because she was in the new Running Man.
Oh, that's
so
right.
When
that's
we did our live
fucking
stream
right.
episode. Yeah,
that's what we were talking about.
But yeah, she finally has a name, Elia Kane, not just communications officer.
Mm-hmm. And we get it like almost towards the end.
Yeah. And yeah, he is talking about, using cloning for medical purposes. And I'm assuming this is the strand casting you're talking about, because he's like, you take different strands of DNA from different like good subjects and mix them together to make like an optimal clone of an organ or whatever.
Yep. That's what Snoke is. It's just that you can never harness the Emperor's essence. He even says, like, we know we can bring somebody back from a single strand of DNA. It's like, well, somehow the Emperor returned is with a single strand of DNA.
Okay.
And he had clones set up for essence transfer. They just did a shit job of explaining all that.
I do have a note here. So when he's done and people are talking to him, and he's like, they're like, oh, isn't it nice to be working for a government who appreciates you, even though we see that's not true. And he's like, well, anything's more comfortable than the Outer Rim. And that's when that fucking bourgeoisie comes in. And he's like, can you imagine the Outer
Rim? They don't even use 3 seashells.
They can't afford them.
They don't have shells. The only shells they have are the ones that we rain down on them from above.
Yeah. So he goes off to the amnesty housing. This droid that's driving him around annoys me, so we'll just skip him, I guess. He's the tour droid. He's like,
yeah,
well, you should. I did get a laugh out of like, he's like, oh, you should go to the botanical gardens and this and that. And then like as he's dropping him off, he's like, we have a museum of extinct creatures. It's a hollow museum. And I particularly like we're here now. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's the only part I like, because it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. We've all had a chatty Uber driver when it's like, dude, I am drunk as shit. I'm trying to get home so I could Hasselhoff a burrito off the floor and just maintain. And this guy's like, so what's your hopes and dreams? I hope I can have dreams. I dream I can have some hope.
I drove Lyft for a little bit, and I would feel people out because people want you to talk and you want good reviews. You know me, I don't want to talk to strangers.
Yeah, play some music and shut up.
But I would feel people out. I'm like, oh, how are you doing today? And just see kind of where it goes from there. I got one girl one time and I was like, so how's it going today? First of all, she got in my car and she smelled like a dab.
Oh, hell yeah.
She just took the fattest dab before she left to go to work or whatever. I was like, how's it going today? And she was like, good. And I was like, we don't need to talk.
Yeah, I've just felt out this situation. You want me to shut up and play some Sublime. How's Bob Marley sound? Excellent.
Dude, if someone leaves their house, walks across the parking lot, gets into your car, and still smells like dab, they took a fucking dab.
Dude, I wonder what she's doing right
now. We meet all the other recruits. Now, everybody goes by a number designation.
Which I kind of dislike from a point of view of the New Republic trying to be a more warm and fuzzy government, because instead of like, hey, what's up, Derek, it's like, hey, what's up, L52. It's so cold.
I think for these guys who are like the former Imperials,
yeah,
it's kind of it's a control thing. Maybe it's like, we want you to have this house, we want you to be comfortable, but you live in special housing, you're only allowed in certain parts of the city, and you're designated by these numbers. And maybe it also has to do with certain people names being more famous. Like maybe you don't know their face, but you hear a name and you're like, oh, you're that guy. Instead of having that,
as soon as Katie O'Brien's like, yeah, I worked on Gideon's ship, or Pershing recognized her and says that, everyone's like, ooh, Gideon.
Yeah, exactly.
I just also, as you were talking, I had a thought that maybe this is a way to ease them back into society, because you've been TK Trooper whatever for so long. They'd be like, what's up, Derek? Oh my God, no one's called me my name in forever.
Yeah, because I guess a lot of these guys could be stormtroopers. They could be.
We know one guy was. I think one guy was an officer, because he seems like he's in charge, and he's an officer in this little paperclip operation.
Yeah, because he's kind of takes charge of their drinking session.
Yep,
dude. So I mean, I feel bad for Dr. Pershing in this whole situation. However, learn to read people a little bit, because he's talking about Gideon's ship and all that stuff, and she's like, "Hey, man, I don't want to think about that. I love the New Republic." Ding! And like thumbs up smile. And it's like, dude, this bitch is up to something. Like, come on.
She's straight up Fallout Boys or Vault Boys.
Yeah, exactly. Not Fallout Boy. That's
not
different.
Fallout Boy.
I mean, this is a goddamn arms race, but.
Yeah, it is. Except the New Republic won the arms race and they're fucking it all up.
But I like their little thing about like, and it sets him up. And I don't really understand her game here. I mean, I guess we'd find out eventually that she's still working for Gideon, right?
I don't remember for sure, but yes, I
feel like that
game
comes
is
up.
Her game is to wipe away. Oh, okay. It's because we know. Plug your ears if you guys don't want to know the spoilers, but
it's
here we go.
Old. 3 years old.
Yeah, spoilers for the end of the season. When Gideon has all the clones, he doesn't want anyone to know that he's cloned himself and trying to give his clones the Force.
Okay, I did not remember that part. Okay, but
yeah, I forgot that part too. But that's the whole thing that he's doing. So I think that he's like, all right, Katie O'Brien, I don't know why I'm Irish, but maybe it's to soothe you. But listen here, Katie O'Brien, I need you to kill that Dr. Pershing and make sure he doesn't do any such a snitching.
Speaking of Giancarlo Esposito, today Whitney and I were watching Gen V, and so he's in The Boys. He finally shows up. It's like the 5th or 6th episode of Gen V, and like the blonde girl, I think they call her Cricket. She can like shrink and grow. She says something, and she's like, "Oh, that's that dude." Like they're talking to Gideon about something. She's like, "Oh, that's that dude from whatever before," and he's like, "What dude?" And hearing like Giancarlo Esposito say dude is one of the funniest things I've experienced.
That's awesome.
In a while. So But yeah, like they're talking about like, oh, what do you miss from the before times? I don't mean like the Empire. Like, oh yeah, good riddance, good riddance.
Because everyone's like, whoa, dude, you know what I don't miss? The fucking xenophobia. Oh, look, we're all a bunch of white people that aren't aliens here too. Huh.
But it's the yellow travel biscuits.
Fuck off with these things too.
I love the one dude. He's like, if I want something dry, I'll ask for your jokes.
Ooh! Just pulls out a blaster and shoots him. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought I had my imperial flashback.
And they're just getting drunk off these little like buzzball cocktail things.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they are. It's buzzballs, just stackable drink. They're Lunchables for adults called drinkables. Ooh, are we on to something here?
I mean, they already make them. They're called buzzballs. But if we call them drinkables,
yeah, but mine is gonna have a
good things
like
in it.
Boba flavoring that is gelatinized to the lid that doesn't activate until you shake it.
Oh, I was thinking you were gonna make ones that were like good.
Yeah, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be the world's best pre-made cocktail. Those don't exist. Sup, punk?
There's some good pre-made cocktails. Those ones that come in the little cans. But I digress.
I'm sure.
There's a really good old-fashioned. It's in a little yellow can. Anyway.
These travel biscuits remind me of any of the military friends or family I have. They're like, you know what I miss is a certain MRE.
I miss accidentally eating toilet paper.
You can't tell the difference between toilet paper and a saltine and MRE. Either way, they both work for what you're looking for.
And we see what he's doing, which is this. We do get the thing where he's back in his room, and then someone ding dong ditches him, and it's a little imperial box full of travel biscuits. I mean, they don't look that bad.
They don't look that good.
No, they just look like mediocre cookies.
Also, I don't know if this is possible in the Star Wars realm. Repackage these because every one of them has the Imperial cod.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, the packaging has it, but don't the actual biscuits have it stamped on them as well?
All right, here's repackage and bite the corner off each fucking one. It's like having Nazi chocolates. You're like, they're really good. No, I'm sure they're delicious, but look at that. That is a symbol of hate.
You know where they got the butter for that from, right?
Oh, no. There's some asshole out there. It's like, actually, I don't know if you know the Empire didn't invent the cog. That's actually a shape that ancient civilizations used to use too. So it's not like a symbol of hate per se.
Turns out when something's reappropriated and used for negativity, it stays negative.
If the negative outweighs the positive.
You know the origin of the N-word. I don't care.
Do you know the origin of the N-word? No, but I can tell you do, and you're about to tell me. Sounds like you've got a doozy queued up.
I've had that conversation. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I don't care.
Why do you have that on the tip of your brain?
Then we also see what he's doing for work, which, like we mentioned, it's just paperwork, basically. He's in a cubicle scanning files, and it turns out it's for shit that's marked to be destroyed. And it's basically old Imperial equipment.
Yes, and you hear his boss, which, by the way, I don't know how anybody else feels about it. I love this little peek behind the Star Wars curtain where it's just like peopling. Like it's an office worker where he's like, hey, got a case of the Mondays. You know, he's not that bad.
Yeah,
but
it's literally Office Space chat happening.
Yeah,
right now.
and I really like it. Because we don't need to always be flying ships and fighting laser swords.
I didn't write this one down, but later on we get another day of the week, and he says like Happy Gaflur's Day or whatever.
Happy Flur's Day. It almost sounded like Thor's Day, but it's not. Because
the one
Thor's
later
Day.
I
am I right?
Down, that's the one later when they're on the train. It's Tongue's Day.
Tongue's Day. Every day's Tongue's Day if you do it right, Playboy.
But like this one is something with a K, so it's like Happy Clerk Day or something, and he's like, okay, cool.
The guy says something about when he's like, we got to decommission all this stuff, we're behind. I don't know if you caught this. We also are in the middle of decommissioning the Alliance fleet.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
It's just a quick little line that lets people know. Again, they do a bad job of explaining it in the movies, but this is how the First Order was able to come to such power, because there was no rebellion. That's why the Resistance exists, because the Republic didn't have a fucking giant fleet. The New Republic, rather.
Because they're like, well, why would we possibly need this stuff? There can't be another war.
We just had war. We just had 2 wars. What are the chances we have a third?
We just had 2 wars 30 years apart. How could we possibly have another one in the next 30 years?
Pirates are going to play it cool, right? Pirates are going to be chill. Pirates chill.
Yeah, there's no like resale of military surplus, including nuclear weapons.
Yeah, Gorian Chard isn't out there trying to make a fucking tossed salad and scrambled egg with us, is he?
Buying shit from people from planet Soviet.
I'm just going to work in my fucking ATST. Got it at auction. I know it's super impractical, but damn, it's chill.
No, it's cool. I painted over the logo.
When they say all terrain, they mean it. Hey, look, people still drive Volkswagens.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
Hey, mister, I got an extra $3. I was wondering if there's any way I can spend it.
Have you heard of Patreon?
Never heard of it. What is it?
You go to patreon.com/worstpeople, give me your $3, and you can listen to a bunch of stuff that's way too inappropriate for your age.
Oh, but I'm actually pretty old. I just sound like this. It's like the Benjamin Button thing. But anyway, I was going to ask you, what if I got my mom to give me a couple more bucks and I could, give you more money?
Oh, that's even better. You can get ad-free with $5.
$5?
You also can get access to Latchkey Vids, our TV recap show of forgotten 90s garbage.
Oh my God, I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited for it.
You should be.
So $5 is all I need, and I get no more of these commercials?
No more commercials.
No more commercials.
Oh,
you get
boy.
to hear us talk about a singing cop show and more.
Well, golly gee willikers, Mr. and Miss. Thanks for all the information. I'm going to go see if I can find a mom to give me $5.
Let's go beat that kid up and take his $5.
Oh, no!
So we see Coruscant at night and their little courtyard thing, which is kind of cool. It's like a little carnival every night, basically.
How do you feel about their light up lollipop ice cream treats?
It's silly and unnecessary, but I'm okay. I would eat it.
I would eat it. I don't know, man. Something about it, you could tell that they were eating, not eating, but just put your mouth in this green thing.
Well, from certain angles, it almost looked like it wasn't really there, but then you could see from the profile view, you could see Pershing put it in his mouth. And,
there's something there. I think it's just a hunk of green plastic, and it doesn't look like no one's enjoying anything.
Yeah. And this is her baiting him. She's she's like, well, we thought we were doing good stuff, and he's talking about how he was so close to this breakthrough, and
complying with orders without asking is how he got into that mess in the first place.
Yeah, so she is pushing him toward breaking the rules, which it turns out, spoiler, is her job to catch people who are being reintegrated or whatever who are still breaking the rules.
So you worked for Gideon? Okay, we got a job for you.
This is called entrapment.
She's like a triple, quadruple spy. I'm the dude pretending to be the dude, pretending to be the other dude, pretending to be the other dude. And I'm a chick.
And they do go to the peak of Umat, which is the highest mountain in Coruscant.
They say it's the only part of the planet's surface you can see. So
I said too that the rumor was that from that peak you could see the entire. Obviously, you couldn't see the entire surface because it's round. But I think the idea was if you were up there, you could see to the curvature of the planet too. Because she says something about you could see the whole surface from there. Obviously, before they built on top of it.
They said the name for this. It's not like a megalopolis.
Oh, God. It was Eliatopolis or something like that.
No, he's the scientist in Godzilla.
Papadopoulos.
Tatopolis. They also talk about a trillion people, I think they say.
Yeah, I think she says there's 1 trillion people on the planet.
1 trillion.
Which, I mean, we're working on it.
No, we won't make it.
We can beat those numbers.
We don't have the science to make a city planet work.
Well, I didn't say that it would be comfortable.
We're headed closer to Blade Runner. Just without the cool synths, just all the fucking ghetto noodle shops. Ooh. Kind of in.
Ecumenopolis.
Oh, it wasn't.
According to the trivia.
Yeah. That's just a fun word to say. I had misspoken before. I said the more lower you go, the more dangerous it gets in Coruscant. Not 100% true. There are probably, I think, hundreds of levels that are straight up just toxic. So it's not they're dangerous, they're deadly. Nothing lives there.
I Googled Ecumenopolis.
Okay.
Because I'm an idiot. An ecumenopolis is a hypothetical planet-wide city where the entire surface is covered by a single continuous urban area derived from the Greek words for world and city. So ecumen and
City world.
polis. So yeah, basically it's a way to say city planet.
I like it though. It's got more zhuzh.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I do love the thing here though. She's like,
Touch it.
"You want to touch it?" And he's like,
Touch it.
"We can't do that." And she's like, "We can do whatever. It's not the Empire, dude. Just
Oh, the
fucking
rock.
touch it."
Touch the rock. Oh my God. Thank God you were talking
He's
about
got his
that.
hand an inch from her butt, and he's like, "Oh
Yeah.
yes, the rock."
You want to touch it? Should I? Touch the rock? Oh, the rock. Oh, thank God.
And then you have this droid come up. No touching.
No touching. No touching.
And I love this thing because like he gets startled and they're like, he's like, "You knew," and they're like, "Ha ha ha," and they leave. But his lollipop or his popsicle got dropped, and the thing's like, "No littering," and just like picks it up and flies away.
And then she says a Star Wars thing. I can't remember what it is. Like she's like, "Don't worry, I'll buy you a frizzy frop,
Yeah, I'll buy you a frizzle fry.
frizzle fry."
He's like, "Oh, I love Primus."
I'm in like a motherfucker because I want to eat and drink and frick my way through Star Wars.
What about that ramen with the living squid in it from season 1?
Would it kill me?
Mando was eating it.
Then I'm in. This is the way.
So then he has to go to robo counseling.
It's so stupid. It's where we're fucking headed right now with people using Chat GPT as a therapist, where it's just like, "Are you feeling discomfort?" And he's very clearly, he's like, "No." Okay. Are you mad at anybody? No. All right. Good to know. Do you have any resentment? No. All right. Moving on. Like there is no actual. Let's talk about. I've indicated that you have some stress levels above normal. Let's talk about that.
Maybe you should kill yourself. That's Chat GPT doing it at least. But like,
honestly, if you're using therapy, Chat GPT is a therapy.
the robot is designed to be like friendly looking. It's got like the big wide eyes that are all like, it's literally like a little Wall-E.
Oh yeah,
it's just like
it's designed.
It's more like a Eve, I guess, with like the round eyes and like the smooth. And it's like, "I am your friend."
Yeah, have a spadoinkle day.
And he does ask. He's like, hypothetically, like, would it be okay to pursue my research personally, not on company time? And it's like, "Cloning is illegal. Goodbye." Like,
Yep. And that should have been like a, please elaborate on that. You know, like do your fucking job, you nerd.
Well, that's where it goes. "No, cloning is illegal. Da da da. But I have someone you can speak with," and then a human being comes in to figure out what's going on instead of just leaving this guy to flap in the wind.
Uh-huh.
But I guess
cloning's illegal. I'm going home. Sorry, we're out of time.
It's another way for them to show, though, like the New Republic is trying to do shit, but there's a lot going on and things are falling through the cracks and things like this that somebody along the line did not deem super important.
Uh-huh.
They're just like, "Look, the robot will know if people are really upset."
Yeah. I mean, you do have a lot of shit to rebuild.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not, it's like I'm defending something that's real. I'm not excusing it, but it's one of those things where it's like,
I'm saying Vader was just drawn in a poor light.
it's just another thing that's falling through the cracks because we've seen a lot of it on this series in general.
When he killed those younglings, every one of them was armed.
I mean, but it's their first glorp amendment.
First glorp amendment. We the glorple.
So he talks to her about like, "You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do my research because what are they going to do about it, right?"
Hey, I do want to touch it.
And she's like, "So tell me what you need." And he's like, "Well, I just need a mobile lab. I mean, nothing crazy." I mean, it does turn out to be a pretty small little box, but I was like, this dude's like, "I just need a mobile lab, a thing that'll raise my half-dead creation up into the sky so lightning can strike it."
Do we have a
basement.
decommissioned international Imperial Star Destroyer? Do we have one of those? Because if we could just commission that. Do you think they have a third Death Star I could use? I don't need much though.
I just need like a hypothetical thing. It's like a star killer base of sorts.
Hypothetically, if I wanted to convert a planet into a weapon, can we do that?
But she's like, "Yeah, I can help you get a mobile lab, but it's outside of our designated area." And again, this is the entrapment thing, right? Because he's like, oh, never mind. I don't want to go back to the Outer Rim. I don't want to go back to reconditioning camp. I don't want to, like, every time I go to reconditioning camp, everybody makes fun of me because I don't lose my weight. And it's just like, but I guess reconditioning camp sounds more like one of those, like, pray the gay away camps.
It does. Oh my God, it does.
That's not good.
You're not gay. You just haven't prayed hard enough.
Look, it's not gay if the priest does it.
They're trying to get a guy to love Jesus. Kind of gay. Talking about him being inside me all the time. There's songs about it. They sing about him being inside of me.
Well, he's got the whole world in his hands. So,
well, not all of it. Part of that has to fall through the holes.
He's got fat fingers.
He's got the whole holes in his hands.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to get kicked out of here. And she's like, come on, let's do it.
Come on.
The greater good.
You would do it if you weren't chicken. Did you just call me chicken?
Listen, McPershing, are you yella?
Hey, Persian, you get your damn hands off the rock.
He goes to work again the next day, and he tries to argue with his boss, I guess, as it were, the guy that's just walking around handing out files.
Yeah, supervisor, we'll call it.
Who's like, he's like, a lot of this equipment that we're archiving is going to be destroyed, and like it's perfectly good stuff. And the guy's like, yeah, but it's Imperial.
Yeah, we can just rub that logo off.
What if we use it for things that aren't Imperial, but it's Imperial? Like, but it's so dumb.
But.
And it's not dumb in the sense of like, I'm like, this doesn't make sense for the story. It's dumb in this world of the story. Like,
yeah, I've always wondered because the fall of the Empire was kind of planned from the Emperor's point of view a little bit, which is like to destabilize the government. Once the Empire is there and in control, then you destabilize the New Republic and make people miss the Empire and be like, oh shit, it was better under this. So I've always wondered, did he have agents in the New Republic doing this? Like, hey, destroy all that good stuff.
Oh,
decommission the fleet.
I mean, that's crazy. I didn't think about that. Somebody's like, well, we could just decommission all this stuff because we don't want the symbols around. And again, somebody above them who's like, I don't actually care. So sure, sounds good.
Yeah. You know how many fucking planets I have to deal with?
This will create jobs, and that's all we care about.
I have complaints from all across this galaxy. Bespin, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. They have all kinds of complaints. Hoth, they don't have enough blankets. Alderaan. Actually, we can get rid of that one.
Turns out the complaints from that deleted.
You know what? Taken care of. Maybe the Empire did do something right. Oh, damn, Dave.
But like, it's so Office Space here because he's like, well, can I just request to get some of this equipment to do something like important?
You could.
Yeah, sure. But you'd need a clearance. And then you have to file with this guy. And then I have to sign paperwork. And it's just so hard.
Also,
I just want to push this cart around. I want to push this cart around and I want to hand out floppy disks.
This is my life's work. I love this.
And Pershing's just like, cool. Yeah, fuck it, man. This is me if I worked in an office. Someone's like, well, you could do this, but you'd have to request that and you have to submit this and you have to put in a form 7B. And I'd be like, you know what? I don't care anymore.
You put the 7B on the 6B color scheme. So we're going to have you repen that.
It's like the I can't think of the name of the species right now, but it's the bureaucratic planet from Hitchhiker's Guide.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I feel like it's something like Blorg.
Yeah, it's an ugly name. They're the big gloopy guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he gives up on that, goes off to robo counseling again. It's all the same questions, but he hesitates on the part like, do you have any resentment against the New Republic? And it's like, you may not have heard me. Let me say it louder. Do you have any resentment?
This is the part I was talking about where I was exaggerating, obviously, but you can hear him. He's like, no. Like, just, it's not a good RoboDoc.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the RoboDoc is like, this just sounds tedious. He sounds like he thinks this is tedious, and it is.
Should have gotten Peter Weller to be RoboDoc.
This is why they call me Tediatron.
Depressed or anxiety, you're coming with me.
Why'd you shoot that guy's dick off? He was depressed.
Now he's suicidal.
Problem solved. He won't be sad soon.
Cop GPT.
But like he does ask another question. He's like, so our main objective is to help the Republic, even if it supersedes everything else, right? And the robot's just like, yeah.
Yep,
like,
no elaboration needed there.
Write your programming better. Because last time he was like, can I continue my research? No. So if I do stuff, but it's good for the New Republic, that's better than not doing stuff. Yep. Okay.
What research? I'm talking hypothetically. Okay, that tracks.
He wants to do research on hippopotamus. Got it. Yeah, they really need to rewrite that programming. That's what happens when you let AI write your programs.
Mm-hmm. You got droids building droids at this point.
So he's like, fuck it. Let's go to the mobile lab. Let's go get that mobile lab station. So the mission is on, and like they're sneaking into the train to do this stuff. And like, she's just like, she's doing the like walk confident, pretend you're supposed to be here thing. And he's just like darting his eyes around, looking at everybody. And she's like, hey, do better.
Do much better, dude. Are you actually
Stop being
whistling
so
right now?
Fucking weird.
Are you actually trying to casually whistle?
Act like you belong here. Doop doo 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 doop doop doo 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 doop doo.
Nothing to see here. I'm just a doctor in disguise. I've got a trench coat with my collar pulled up, and I'm singing it with the guys. The Imperials fired me. New Republic hired me. This song has exposition. I'm wiggling on my chin.
I'd watch that musical.
I could write it. That was just off the top of my head. I could do better. Pushing to the limit.
So they jump on the train. There's a Yeti
This goes on
mole man.
entirely too long. This train scene. Get to the mobile lab.
Yeah, it's supposed to be tension. It's a little too long. I do like the Yeti mole man.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
I'm a petty mole man.
It's not the same as the Yetis we saw before. He looks like a gigantic mole, but he's got white hair.
Mm-hmm.
I like him, especially because he just keeps looking at him, and like Pershing's just like "Sup," and he looks away, and then he looks back, and then Katie O'Brien's like, "Fucking Tongs days, huh?"
Yeah,
and he's
Tongs
just like,
days, am I right?
And he's just like, "Yeah." So she's like, "Yeah, we're going to the disposal yards, because the Imperial ships have lab stations, right? And but they're Imperial." Not anymore. They're not.
But the logo.
She's like, you done this before? She's like, where you think I got those biscuits? And then they share a little smile. Oh, we're good friends.
Oh, nothing's ever going to come between us.
Then they got to run from the ticket bots.
No,
it is kind of funny because like they're coming around looking for the tickets, and she's like, just move to the next car. So they go. If you knew you were gonna have to run from the ticket bots, you should have started at a further up car.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going. And like they run into the next car, and people are like, "The fuck are these guys doing?" And he's like, "Tongs days, right?"
Wah, 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 wah.
I do like too having to jump between the we've seen it having to jump between the train cars in movies.
Yeah,
and it's scary because you're in the train and there's this fast moving stuff. This is like this thing is flying thousands of feet above the surface or above the surface of the city part.
What we can assume is breakneck speeds.
And the trains are just being held together by two little electric bolts. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm just going to talk to the ticket bots.
I do like when he finally jumps and she's like, good job, buddy. Way to go, doctor. I knew you had it in you. Good boy.
And because they didn't close any doors behind them, the ticket bots saw them, so they start chasing them. I mean, the way a ticket bot would, it's just like ticket, not running.
No ticket.
So they get to the end of the line. There's no more cars. She's like, we're going to jump. Trust me. There's a really cool like synthy score that kicks in. And it kind of reminded me of like a Terminator 2. Like,
ooh,
it's like a.
Fuck
I like it.
It's espionage time, dude.
And they fucking bail out of this train that's presumably moving hundreds of miles an hour and land on some boxes.
Yeah.
And they're safe.
Yeah, it's their gravity boxes full of gravity.
Well, anti-gravity. That way you don't hit them too hard.
No, gravities are a lot like magnets. I don't know how they work.
Okay.
No, I think if you have two gravities and you push them together, they create an opposite gravity. And that's how you get water beds.
There's the quote for the episode.
Glad I can contribute something to society.
I do like when they get up there and like he's looking around and it's all these like burnt out fucking Star Destroyers and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I've never done anything like this before. Like he's getting into it. He's like, this is pretty fucking cool, man.
I could get used to this. I'm pretty good at this. Do you see me back there with that Tongues Day remark? Fool them all. They thought I was riding that train with a ticket. Idiots. They didn't know that I was nervously farting the whole time. Maybe the mole man did.
I think the mole man knew.
Mole man died.
Well, the mole man was like, is that him or me? That thing looks like it stinks.
You always like your own brand.
But yeah, they start looking around. It's like, hey, no, there's no reason to guard these ships. They don't work, right? I love how she's like, they don't work as she turns
Open
it on
the
and
door.
starts pushing buttons.
They completely don't work. All right, we're in.
And this is when she introduces herself because she's like, oh, I saw you so many times on Gideon's ship, but we never introduced ourselves. And he's like, yeah, that wasn't the culture of that job, you know?
Yeah. Then we get her name.
Yeah, so it's
Katie O'Brien.
Penn Pershing and Elia Kane.
Elia Kane's a pretty cool name.
And my phone kept wanting to change it to Elias, and I was like, no, it's not Elias Codius, it's Elia Kane. Although he could be in Star Wars, and he should be.
Who's Elias Codius?
Casey Jones.
Oh, yeah, he should be in Star Wars. I would love to see him as an old, grizzled smuggler. Not on a Han Solo level, mind you, like a ne'er-do-well version.
Yeah, like he smuggles unimportant things.
Like an actual scruffy-looking nerf herder, not just a nerf herder.
Not a sexy-looking nerf herder.
Yeah. I'm not
Although
scruffy.
he's kind of a sexy-looking nerf herder.
He could be scruffy.
I don't know how he's looking these days, but
That's a good thought. I didn't think about that. I'm just picturing him from fucking 80, whatever that was. 7?
89? I don't know. The last
Good year
the most,
for movies, 89, by the way. Look that
The most
up.
recent thing I can think of him in was I'm sure I've seen him in other stuff, but was in David Cronenberg's Crash, which was like 1998, so it's still not very recent.
Okay. Yeah, there's one that Bleep was talking about that he's a serial killer that can jump bodies and he just whistles all the time, and that's how you know which body he's in. I never saw it, but the preview looks
Because he doesn't
great.
want to be. He's jumping bodies, trying to be nonchalant.
Nothing to see here, just a guy switching bodies.
I don't know how that guy's whistling. He doesn't have teeth or lips.
That would be tough.
You know, he's looking around, looking for the mobile station. He's reminiscing about how he always wanted to be a scientist, and his mom was a scientist. And then, boom, there's some loud noises. And she's like, it's just the ship settling.
I'm a scientist like my father before me.
I love that it's the old haunted house excuse. It's just the ship settling. It's not a big deal.
It's how long has it been here? Oh, years. It should be plenty settled.
Look, it's this 400-year-old house. It's just settling, dude.
Should be plenty settled by now.
And then they see some flashlights, so they run, and they're busted by a bunch of New Republic troops. And it's like L-52, who's Pershing, you're under arrest. And then Kane goes around, and she picks up the station and walks away. And he's like, "The fuck, bro?
What just happened?"
So he goes off.
I thought I was going to touch it tonight.
He goes off to be happy brainwashed by Amon Calamari.
Yeah.
I love the guy's just like, we're here to help. Now let's put this mind flayer on you.
He won't let him speak at all. He's like, "Can I explain?" She already explained. Well, what did she tell? We're here to help you. Well, I have something to say. Nope, we're gonna put this on you. Is that a mind? It's not a mind flare. It's not a mind flare. It's like a mind flare. Actually, I microdosed it with a couple nights ago. Pretty fucking cool. Sometimes don't tell the missus, but sometimes I come in here on Fridays after work and just have an hour.
And he's like, he tells him like, you relapsed and we want to help you. And he's like, no, she set me up. It was a trap. And Amon Calamari looks up and he's like, I'm so tired of hearing that.
I almost don't like it, but I in fact do like it. He looks up like, did anybody else hear that? Am I supposed to react to that shit? Just because one fucking calamari says it once, the rest of us have to fucking say, "It's a trap." Oh, great, I said it. Damn it. Oh, it's so racist.
So they're like, all right, well, we'll just put him on this machine and we'll all leave it unsupervised and it'll be fine. And Katie O'Brien's like, no, I'm going to stay and watch him be brainwashed because he's my friend.
Because it shows that she's got this guy, well, everybody fooled, because he's like, you're a good shit. It's good to know for this piece of shit failure that you're here and you're a success story.
Yeah, for all the failures, there's one success, and that's you. And she's like, that's right. I'm not sinister at all. As the music's like, dun, dun, dun.
Quick, hit him with the Pip Boy.
So everybody leaves. She cranks it up to 11, and presumably his brain is gone.
Yeah, it's either going to just completely fry it or maybe erase his memories. I'm not really sure what the mind flayer does. It doesn't sound good by nature. Flaying of one's mind. Thank you, no.
So is this like a toned down version? Yeah, the Borgullet. That's the Borgullet. It's toned down version of that. It's like that, but without the baby screams.
You can't flay my mind if I've been huffing Rhodium.
So then we go back to Bo-Katan and Mandalorian and Din Djarin. Sorry, it's just Mando. Come on.
Yeah, he's Mando.
They're heading to the covert, and he's like, "Yeah, so this will all just go a lot better if you keep your helmet on." And she's
Trust
like,
me.
Cool, great, sounds good, fantastic.
I like the back and forth between, first Paz Vizsla just comes up, it's like whatever the equivalent is of picking your teeth with a toothpick for Mandalorians, because he's like tosses it to the side and comes out and he's like, you're not allowed here. You're an apostate. And he's like, I believe I did cleanse myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. And I witnessed it, by the way. And he's like, yeah, who the fuck are you, Night Owl? She kind of looks at him like, oh, you recognize that. You recognize that name, huh? Or that crest.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I'm I almost said Paz Vizsla. I'm Bo-Katan. And he's like, well, you're an apostate too, bitch.
Your clan has been apostates.
Have you watched Gen V?
No.
Okay, it's worth watching. It's very good. But this guy that's playing Paz Vizsla, I might have mentioned before, but again, we're just watching it. He's in that as a guy named Vicor, who is basically just a gigantic. He's a gigantic Viking soup. Like he has a
soup.
Well, they call him soups in
God,
the boys.
I would love a Viking soup.
he's a Viking guy with powers. He's just got this giant it's like a combination of Thor's hammer and axe. Like one side is a hammer, one side's an axe kind of thing, and he just beats the fuck out of children to teach them how to fight better.
Okay, so it's like your favorite character ever.
He's mostly just killing them and maiming them, and it's like, well, you were weak. He's really cool on that show. I just watched him get his. Anyway, he had a not great ending for him.
Okay,
great for us, but he was in that show, and I was watching it, and I was like, why the fuck do I recognize this guy? And it's because I had looked up before who played Paz Vizsla, and he's a gigantic man with a bald head and a big beard.
Oh, okay.
But his name is Tate Fletcher. He's on there. But
Tate Fletcher. I wonder if that's the guy that I call Russian Tim.
I also, you know what? It could be the Tim that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Also, apparently Jon Favreau is not doing the voice for Paz Vizsla at this point anymore.
He's not?
No, I couldn't find it. On IMDb, it didn't have another voice actor, but it did say in the trivia that he was no longer voicing it. But, with their modulation and all their shit, they just make it sound exactly the same.
I mean, it could be fucking Respeak.
He's just too busy,
Yeah.
He's too busy writing.
Oh, yeah, that's him. That's Russian Tim. He pops up in a bunch of different shit. He's either because I know he's in one of the John Wicks, and then before that he's in the whichever Bad Boys they go to Miami or Cuba.
Oh, that's the second one?
Yeah.
Where they start, or third one?
Second. I want to say it's the second.
Oh, the second one, because they cause an international incident. They're in Miami, and then they go to Cuba, and they started World War III, and they come back and everything's fine.
Well, Will Smith's charming.
But yeah, they take in because he had taken a vial of the living waters. So they're like, well, we'll see about this proof that you have.
Yeah,
so the armor pours it into the forge, and it does a little flashy thing. And she's like, yep, you're redeemed. And
that's pure shit.
And,
she's like rubbing it on her gums right there.
That would have been great.
You got any more of this?
Her finger in it and stuck it underneath her mask. And she's like, yep, that's it.
Oh, we're good.
And then she's like, "Hey, Bo-Katan, like I know you're like a total fucking not hypocrite.
Apostate?
Yeah, apostate. But I was trying to think of a word that wasn't the one they were using in
Heretic?
Heretic. That's what I'm thinking of. You're a total heretic. But like you said, you got in the waters, right? She's like, yeah. Have you taken your mask off since then? No. Well, then you're a real Mandalorian, and you're welcome to hang out with us. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I think it's very cool. I think it's her kind of being, because, I mean, you wouldn't know much of this from not watching Clone Wars, but I think they're doing a good job of like making her just so lonely. Like she doesn't have family, that she speaks to.
There's a really good shot in the next episode for that too. But
But
yeah, she's like, you can stay with us as long as you wish. When you leave, do whatever you want with your fucking helmet. But for now, you can chill.
You can
and that's
shove
the
it
end
up
of the
your
episode.
beautiful butt.
This is the way. Oh, I did like, we didn't mention it, but early, the first part with this, she says that to Mando because he's like, oh, yeah, I did the water thing and I did this and that. And she's like, yeah, this is the way, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Pretty
She's starting to,
cool.
she's found something she's been missing. This is how cults get started, how cults get joined.
I don't think she's trying to join the cult. I think she's just like, oh, these guys aren't that bad. They just need to really update their religious beliefs.
And I think we've spoken before, so I'll be brief on it, but I think it's also like this, like their crazy zealot ways is one of the things that saved them. And right now, they're one of the largest, if not the largest group of Mandalorians. So it did something.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause she's got no one. She's got herself
Yeah.
I was going to say in a droid, but that dude's dead. So.
That droid dead.
So that's it for this episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks talking about chapter 20, The Foundling.
2 weeks.
And trying to cross-promote the different shows. So this upcoming Monday, we'll be wrapping up our rodeo week on Bad Movies, Worst People. We'll be talking about a movie that Jack found and nobody else has seen called El Diablo.
Oh, well, it's actually Patreon member Wes is the one that told me to watch it for like a year. When I finally did, I was like, that's fucking great.
Okay, well, we'll be talking about that. And speaking of Patreon, on our Patreon, we'll have Tombstone as our rodeo episode, and we'll be talking about The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. on Latchkey Vids. So go check that out at patreon.com/worstpeople, where you can also get these episodes early, ad-free, and uncut when they're the long ones.
Ooh, we should get some Tombstone beer.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
When it comes to drinking, I only have good ideas, Derek.
My liver would disagree. So we'll see you guys
Not
again
if it
in
knows
2
what's
weeks.
good for it.
We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks on Han Took Shots First. Until then, I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
This is The Flay. Probably hit
Ricard.
angry yelling lady button.
This meeting is being recorded.
Is that the clitoris?
Clitoris in progress.
No, you said the big angry woman yelling button.
Oh. That's more of a squealing.
I know, but if they're having sex with me, they're probably angry.
Well, yeah, but they're
I
not
would
yelling.
be.
They're screaming. They're crying.
I'm mad when I masturbate.
The recording has stopped.
I would love if you didn't push that. That was just her. I'm always mad when I'm masturbating. The recording has stopped.